Last time on Video Game Botany. We will not be covering the Erdtree in this video. Instead, we will opt for Caelid. So, I guess it's about time I talk about the big tree. Ah, the Erdtree. A symbol of the gods, a symbol of order. It towers over the lands between. You can see it from anywhere, shining its golden light. But our question today is, what could it be? After all, it's a pretty big tree, but that's what we're here for. So, we aren't going to be able to determine an exact species, unfortunately. It's a tree created by the gods as a symbol of order, so it doesn't really follow our rules for identification. I will say, to me, it resembles an oak. The branching pattern is what stands out the most to me. Oaks tend to have the bottom branches bend downward, the middle branches stay horizontal, and the higher branches bend upward. Also, you can occasionally see leaves, at least you can in this art, and they seem to resemble Quercus macrocarpa, the bur oak. It's a massive tree, with the tallest of them reaching 160 feet or 50 meters in length. They can have a trunk diameter of 10 feet or just over 3 meters. But calling it an oak just doesn't seem good enough. We need something more. Is there truly something in our world that is equivalent to the Erdtree? I believe there is. I know you are probably thinking of the redwoods, or the sequoia genus. The sequoias of California are the tallest trees in the world. The tallest of the tall is named Hyperion. It is a species of Sequoia sempervirens, the coastal redwood. It is 116.07 meters, or 380.8 feet tall. Believe it or not, these trees are conifers like pines and spruces. Conifers are trees that produce cones to protect their seeds. Well, I still don't believe it is a sequoia. Like I said, the branching patterns don't line up. It looks more like a bur oak to me. There we go, mystery solved. Roll the credits now. Okay, that's not a very satisfying answer, is it? Just an oak? That's no fun. There has to be more to it than that, right? Well, there is. Have you noticed throughout the game there are smaller Erdtrees? This is actually the missing piece of the puzzle. All of those little Erdtrees are actually one tree. That's right, this is all one organism, and I can prove it too. Ladies, gentlemen, and all of you other fine people, let me introduce you to Pando. This is Pando. And this, and this, and this. All of this is Pando. That's right, these trees are actually one larger organism. This right here is a quaking aspen, Populus tremuloides. They are known to spread through a process called suckering. This is when one stem shoots up from the root system, and then another stem shoots up, and another, and another. Together, this particular group of aspens makes up Pando, the world's largest organism. There are around 47,000 individual stems coming up from the massive and ancient root system. These roots cover an area that's roughly 106 acres. It weighs an estimated 6,000 tons, or 6 million kilograms. To put that in pounds, that's roughly 13.2 million. Technically speaking, it's a really, really big tree. So back to the Erdtree for a moment. We know it's the biggest tree by height, but because of these sprouts, I believe its root system is massive, covering the entire map. I don't believe these to be seedlings because we don't see any remnants of seed activity. There are no shells anywhere, or even seeds that haven't germinated yet. The biggest seed in the world is the coco de mer seed from Ladoicea meldifica. It can reach 40 pounds or 18 kilograms. The largest one ever recorded reached 55 pounds or 25 kilograms. The tree itself is only found in Seychelles, a series of islands just north of Madagascar. The tree can reach 102 feet tall or 31 meters. But how does this compare to the Erdtree? Well, according to this video by Zuli the Witch, the Erdtree is 16,562 feet tall or 5,048 meters. That's about 43.5 Hyperions. Now, we said the Erdtree is most likely an oak. The tallest oak that ever lived was the Mingo oak of West Virginia. It was a white oak specimen which was determined to be the oldest living member of its species. Scientists estimated it was a seedling around the mid-1300s. It was around 580 years old, and it was massive too. It was 200 feet or 61 meters tall. The crown was 130 feet or 40 meters in diameter. The trunk was 9 foot 10 inches or 3 meters in diameter, and the circumference of its base was 30 foot 9 inches or 9.37 meters. She was a beautiful tree. Unfortunately, she has passed. We believe it was due to sulfur fumes from a burning mine waste dump. She was felled September 23rd of 1938. It took 6 men 30 minutes to cut through, but by this point, most of the trunk had been rotten in this section. Now, if the world's largest oak lived to be about 200 feet, and the Erdtree is 16,562 feet, that makes it 82.8 times larger than the Mingo oak. The acorns of the Mingo oak were about 3/4 of an inch to an inch long, or 20 to 25 millimeters. If we expand that the same amount of times as we did the tree itself to make it as tall as the Erdtree, then the seeds would be roughly 82 inches long. That's massive! That's about 6.8 feet or 2 meters. We don't see anything like this at all in the game. There are no giant acorns scattered across the ground. That's even more of a reason to believe that this is all one massive root system. The lanes between is about 30.5 square miles or 79 square kilometers. But what about the roots of the Erdtree? Well, how about this? The white oak, like the Mingo oak, can have a canopy between 60 and 70 feet wide on average, or 18 to 21 meters wide. The roots? At this size, they're about 500 feet, or 152.4 meters wide. So once again, let's expand this to the size of the Erdtree. 41,400 feet, or 12,618.7 meters wide. That is insane! But roots are a circle around the trunk, so let's turn this into the area of a circle. We need to do pi times radius squared, and that's a big number. Let's put that into miles and kilometers to shrink it down a bit. After a few presses of the calculator buttons, we get 48.29 square miles or 125.07 square kilometers. That's absolutely huge and covers more than the area of the lanes between. This means it's more than possible for these to be suckers. That's it! The Erdtree is a pando-like oak that has spread its roots deep under the lanes between, making these mini Erdtrees suckers. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Also leave a comment, give me video game or topic ideas, and I just like hearing from you guys. I really appreciate all of the continued support for this channel. It really means the world to me that you guys enjoy this content. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. See you later!